Hey everybody! We are back for the last boy in our epilogue series, which is the good Dr. Ruzi. So, let's see what he's up to. Are we on the island? Yep. Okay. When we just arrived on the island. Good to know. It was when we had just arrived on the island. It's beautiful. I think this is a new background again, potentially. It looks like there will be a storm tomorrow, so I'm glad we were able to get there today.
That's right. Considering your physical condition, we wouldn't have lasted another day.
I hid it in case you were wondering. Did I look that disgusting?
No, I knew you were being considerate of me.
If you already knew, you should have told me.
I'm sorry. You're just so cute when you're doing your best for me.
You can't say that kind of thing now. Around us, there are still islanders and merchants who have disembarked from the same ship. As my eyes wandered around in shame, Ruzi suddenly approached me and whispered,
Then can I say a lot at night?
"You idiot, Ruzi. You know I'm embarrassed, right?" Overcome with shame, I spin around and turn my back to him. I forgot how much of a vicious tease he is. But I was also happy that I was free enough to be able to interact like this. In Nasla, we couldn't have interacted like this even in error. It's been a while since we left Nasla and left everything but each other. Ruzi seemed to have decided on his destination from the beginning, and the journey was quite smooth. We finally arrived at a southern island far away from Nasla. I guess the sun is stronger in the south. Standing on the beach like this, I can feel the difference from my hometown. The strong sunlight that stimulates the skin. The breeze is refreshing and the discomfort of seasickness is gone. The wind feels good. Filled with exhilaration, I stretch your back? You stretched my back? How did you do that? Well, but thank you. Then, from behind me, he plopped a hat on my head.
You'll get heat stroke if you're not careful.
There's her hat. Plop. I'm fine. I'm not so soft that I'm going to fall down just having arrived.
You were groaning secretly until just now?
Ruzi, you idiot! I was trying to keep that a secret, so you could have played along.
I don't want to miss any of your cute voices.
Well, you're trying to embarrass me by saying that again.
Oh, you're embarrassed?
Ruzi's gaze is as hot as the southern island sun. His sweet voice almost melts me. I looked up with my hands at my cheeks as if to indicate my surrender to the all-out temptation as soon as we arrived. You won't get heat stroke? Don't worry, you won't get heat stroke. I've already taken precautions. While we were talking, I noticed someone's leg sticking out from behind the bushes. Where is this going? From the way they're facing, they must be lying down on their stomach. It's strange to lie on your stomach in such a place. Ruzi, there's a man down over there!
Huh?
Ruzi starts running before I can suggest to help him. I chuckled inwardly as I followed him. How can you chuckle with this music going on? Even leaving everything behind, some things don't change. I guess he's a doctor at heart. Kneeling beside the fallen old man, Ruzi quickly checked his symptoms. Apparently it's the heat stroke we were just talking about. Ruzi took out some powder from a bag containing various medicines, mixed it with the water he was carrying, and gave it to the old man. After a while, the old man's condition visibly calmed down.
Thank the spirits. If we'd have found you a little later, you'd have been in danger.
Saying that, Ruzi wiped the sweat from his forehead and looked at me with a smirk. What?
No, I just thought it was like you to save people's lives as soon as you arrived.
Uh-huh. Well, she was just thinking that about you. That applies to you as well. I just thought that you're an excellent doctor no matter where you go.
I couldn't just leave him when I know how to help him, could I?
There are some terrible people who would be able to do just that. I love how kind you are, as you can't do that.
I'm in trouble. I've been paid back.
What? Looking closely, Ruzi's ears are red, just because she said she loves you. I thought it was the temperature, but apparently he was embarrassed. I smile at the unintentional success of the surprise attack. I thought I'd get on a roll, get back at him a little more.
I think I'm going to get a fever from such young love.
Thanks, old man. Good, you regained consciousness.
Yeah, thanks to you guys. You are a resident of this island, aren't you? Why did you collapse in such a place? Well, when I was just staring at the sea with the feeling I had when I was young, my body suddenly became exhausted. Honestly, I don't want to get old. So you got heat stroke from looking at the ocean?
Ruzi and I both nod our heads at the un-islander-like reason, but it doesn't look like the old man is lying. The old man, perhaps sensing our feelings from our expressions, smacked his own head and laughed.
Today is the anniversary of my wife's death, the day she returned to the sea. I got a little too sentimental about it. Return to the sea? Yes. On this island, it is said that the ancestors of humans came out of the sea and returned to the sea. In analogy to that, after death you are supposed to be sent to the sea with flowers. I see. It's already been 5 years since the old lady passed away. I'm fine. Well, it's time to go home. If you don't mind, why don't you guys join me? I want to thank you for helping me. But...
Considering that we eloped, we hesitate to ask others for help. The old man laughed teasingly as Ruzi and I looked uncomfortable.
No matter what the circumstances, people on this island will not refuse. This is an island that has supported each other. And your enthusiasm makes me want to talk about the old days and ages. So please take responsibility for this and come with me.
Ruzi? You're actually concerned about the condition of the old man here, aren't you? Let's join him tonight so we can monitor his progress.
I'm no match for you. You saw right through me. Me and my old woman were just like that too.
You guys were close.
Yeah, we wouldn't have lost to you two.
I was still hesitant, but I was grateful for the old man's feelings, and most of all, I wanted to let him rest in his bed as soon as possible. Ruzi and I confirmed each other's intentions with our eyes and nodded at each other.
Well then, I'll take your word for it.
Determined, Ruzi acted quickly and swiftly lifted the old man up. He was a small old man who must have weighed a lot, but Ruzi didn't seem troubled at all. It reminds me of when we met for the second time. I'd fallen out of the tree and Ruzi held me up lightly. I still vividly remember the shock of that moment. The old man was also quite surprised and rolled his eyes.
You're stronger than you look. Do I look that soft? You're a beautiful guy. You look like a bureaucrat who does nothing but desk work. Oh, but judging by your skill when you saved me, you must be a doctor. Yeah, well...
We're still hesitant to give out too much potentially identifying information. While carrying the old man, Ruzi slurred his words as if lost.
Well, I'm finally able to move normally.
It was a relatively mild illness, and the old man was able to move by the time night fell. Now he doesn't listen when we say we'll do it, as he shuffles around and makes tea. He was a nice guy, but he also seemed to be quite stubborn.
Here you go. Thank you.
Thank you. The moment I put my mouth on the tea, the fresh aroma of the tea leaves passes through my nostrils. The aftertaste was refreshing and seemed to work well for seasickness. It's delicious. You're good at making tea.
I learned this from my wife. Before I met her, I was a fool who couldn't do anything. It's like I'd been living on momentum alone.
You don't have to humble yourself that much.
No, it's true. With that momentum, I eloped with my wife.
You eloped? The story overlaps with our current circumstances, and it makes my heart flutter. I mean, I was kind of expecting it to be like, oh, they were just like us, and they settled on this island and found happiness, so we're gonna settle here too. The same was true for Ruzi, who made an exaggerated gulping sound as he gulped down the tea.
Why did you elope? Were your parents against it? It was before that. This might be difficult to believe, but...
The old man gradually lowered his voice and whispered, as if revealing a special secret.
I was the youngest prince of a certain small country. My partner, she was a...
A tout? What's a tout gal? Tour gal? Tout? I need to look this up. Is there such a thing as a tout gal? Am I out of touch? Am I old? Am I old man? Am I older than the old man? Tout? Gal? Is that a thing? At all? Okay, I mean, to tout is to advertise or talk about. I guess she could be advertising the restaurant. It wouldn't make sense for her to be a tour gal at a restaurant. A tout gal. Okay, sure.
She was a tout gal at a restaurant in downtown. I met her when I snuck out to play. In other words, a love that crosses classes.
What? That's a magnificent love story, isn't it? After saying that, I concluded it might be a good match with us, you don't say. A bitter smile rose to the corners of his mouth.
Yeah, that's right. Why did you confide to us? Even though time has passed, it would be dangerous to reveal your identity, wouldn't it? What, you thought I was lying? No, it's not that. Well, you don't have to believe it. This is a story that's kind of like a fairy tale. And the only reason I told you is because it's you. What do you... You two eloped, didn't you?
Being so simply identified, I nearly spit my tea out. Contrary to my understandable agitation, Ruzi calmly asked.
What made you think that? That's probably the only reason why young people like you would move to such a remote island. Just like me and my wife. Don't worry. I won't tell anyone your secret, even if they ask me. As I said at the beginning, we islanders stick together. And when I look at you... No, it's nothing. Anyway, I want to help you.
Did you live happily with your wife when you came here? Not denying it as good as affirming the elopement. The reason I thought it was all right was because I could feel the ring of truth in the old man's words and voice. Ruzi showed a pretense of hesitation for a moment, but he seemed to understand my feelings and drank his tea without saying a word.
Oh, nothing could be better. Just being by my side with my loved one without any accusations made me happier than being surrounded by treasures. But at first I couldn't do anything, so I put my wife through a lot of trouble.
You're amazing.
Why?
You loved each other so much, but now you're separated. If it were me, I'd be crying every day.
I suppose it's just as embarrassing to collapse on the beach because of too many memories as it is to spend every day crying.
I can't help it. If my husband left me, I'd be in a daze on the anniversary of his death, too. The word husband makes one of Ruzi's eyebrows raise. The lips that parted from the teacup looked awfully happy.
I'm older than you, so it's certainly more likely that you'll outlive me.
But if that happens, I'll be so lonely that I'll cry every day, so I should go to the moon first.
I'd go crazy if I was the one left behind, so I'd better go first.
I can't imagine you going crazy.
Maybe. I'm being serious, though.
I thought he was just joking, but I suddenly noticed that Ruzi's eyes weren't smiling. Perhaps even a what-if story like this would have been heartbreaking for Ruzi. If we live a healthy life, that's still a long ways away. I still feel guilty because I take pleasure in Ruzi's feelings, which I find unbearable. It felt like a much-needed testimony. I dropped my gaze with a little embarrassment, and the old man laughed amusingly.
Being young is a treasure. Keep carrying on like that and have lots of children. Everyone on this island loves children.
My face suddenly became hot at his blunt statement. I put my hand on my flushed cheek and let my gaze wander away in shame. Ah, that will eventually.
If you take it easy, time will pass quickly. I'll give you this house from now on, so you should work hard.
Okay, I was wondering, I'm like, this looks like the same background of the house they were in the other epilogue, but I thought, well, maybe they're just reusing an asset, but no, it's actually the same house. Huh? Does that mean you'll let us spend the night here?
No. I mean, I'm giving you this house.
What? That's...
You don't like it? I've kept this place pretty clean, if I do say so myself.
No, it's not a matter of if we like it or not.
Actually, my son and his wife are asking me to live with them. You see, I'm the kind of idiot who falls down on the beach by accident, so you must be worried about me.
But we just met the old man. Even one night would be one thing, but getting the whole house seems like an excessive repayment. Ruzi took over my bewildered voice.
We just met. Why would you do that for us? If I hadn't met you guys, I'd be dead out there. It's a small price to pay for the next place I go. Besides, I want you guys who are in the same situation as we were to be happy. My wife, who returned to the sea, would have wanted this as well. And then there's... Yes, there's a bit of calculation. Calculation? Ah, there's no doctor on this island. So if you guys stay on this island, everyone will be saved. In other words, if you guys can live peacefully here, it will lead to the happiness of everyone on the island. What do you think? Not a bad deal, is it? Yes, that's right. We were hoping to get our footing as soon as possible, so it would be great if you could provide us with a place to live. Besides, this looks like a good place to open a clinic.
Ruzi, are you sure? He never said he'd continue to be a doctor even after we eloped. If we keep going forward aimlessly, it'll have a negative impact on our lives.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure that making this island's people happy will also lead to our happiness. So I think I'd like to continue being a doctor here as well.
Ruzi. I'm glad that Ruzi is always thinking about our happiness. I thought from the bottom of my heart that it was good to be the wife of such a kind man.
Well, that settles it. But first, I'd like to speak with your son and his wife. It's not that I doubt you, but I hesitate to take over until I know that you will be able to live without problems. That's also true. Well then, let's go to my son and his wife tomorrow. Thank you.
Yes, this really is amazing for us. This story is moving at an amazingly fast rate. I wonder if it's Ruzi's destiny to be needed by other people. The next day, when we visited the old man's son and his wife's house, we received an unexpectedly warm welcome. Apparently, the absence of a doctor was more of a problem for the islanders than we had thought. And just as the old man had said, the son and his wife wanted to live with the old man very much. When the idea of giving us the house came up, he encouraged me to go ahead and did so with a big smile on his face. And thus, in less than a month, we were completely accepted as island residents and doctors. While looking at the medicine jars neatly lined up on the wall, I exhale with deep emotion. Really, it's going so well it's scary.
I'm not surprised. You're loved wherever you go.
The one who was needed was Ruzi the doctor, not me.
You just don't realize it, but the old man really took a liking to you on that day. So much so that he was even willing to give you the house. Maybe you resemble his wife who returned to the sea.
What makes you say that?
A hunch. Remember, I told you when we first met that I'm a good judge of people.
Well, if you say so, then there's no doubt, right?
That being said, today is finally a day off, so let's stop checking the medicine inventory.
You found out.
With you looking at it that much, it'd be strange if I didn't figure it out.
It's my role to help out a little when compounding medicines and managing inventory. That's why, whenever I have free time, I end up checking the ingredients. Yeah, even on a day like this.
Is it a too extravagant request to ask you to be my only bride on our wedding day?
A sensual numbness runs down my spine as I am asked in a sweet, sensual voice, potentially. Lately, I feel that Ruzi's voice has become more lustrous than before. It makes my heart beat loudly. I looked at Ruzi with tears in my eyes as I almost accidentally buckled. Don't tempt me so sweetly, you'll stain my wedding clothes.
If you can't stand up, I'll carry you, so feel free to be seduced.
That wink. Jeez. If that happens, everyone on the island will laugh at us. In fact, today's wedding was planned by everyone on the island. Ah, well that's nice that you guys are actually doing a ceremony. When the old man told everyone that we hadn't held a ceremony, the islanders happily proceeded with the preparations. To the point where I, the bride, didn't get to do anything.
Well then, let's get going. Everyone is waiting.
Yeah. I'm counting on you for today, my husband.
I still can't get used to that. I can't help but be happy.
Since this was an unforgivable relationship when we were in Nasla, it seems that Ruzi is particularly happy to be called husband. Unforgivable because you were already married, you mean? Sure. Every time I see that reaction, I actually get embarrassed too. Well, did I get you back?
The best.
Okay, I'm kind of like low-key hoping for a wedding CG though, because that would be kind of dope. Not gonna lie, I'm a sucker for wedding CGs. And literally feeling like the best in the world, Ruzi and I held hands and strolled on the beach. Yay! Oh good. Ruzi, you're not my favorite guy, but I love this wedding CG. You both look so adorable in your white clothes. That's lovely. Definitely in the top CGs for this game. Almost all of the island's inhabitants were on the beach, in addition to the old man who would act as a witness. Everyone holds flowers in their hands and gives warm words of congratulations. When the fresh sea breeze blew and the veil fluttered, tears came to my eyes because I was overwhelmed with emotion that I really became his wife. Ruzi wiped those tears with his lips and whispered softly,
I really would go mad if you left me behind. So I'll do everything in my power to make sure you live a long life.
Are you still saying that?
Because it's important. You're about to find out how heavy and insistent my feelings are.
I'll take it. I love you too, you know. I kiss Ruzi's forehead, even though the CG shows the opposite, so the love that overflows from my heart will soak in. Then, with even more strength, he kissed me back on the forehead. Okay. Now it's reflecting what's happening. This is how we will swallow each other's thoughts until we die. Whichever of us goes to the moon first. Either way, it must be a lifetime of happiness. Yay! I completed all After Story! Huzzah! What a great way to end the epilogue series. Love that. Last two are just bangers for sure. Alright. Well guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed Ruzi's epilogue. And we actually have a little bit left with Ruzi because just like Esta, he has got a voice drama. So we'll be doing that next time, guys. See you then!